Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this 20-minute class we will focus on a healthy spine. So maybe you make this part of your daily morning routine and I promise your lower back will feel so much better. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel to support this project and also check out my Instagram for more inspiration. If you want, you can grab a yoga strap or towel to support and then let's go. So please come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Make sure that your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed. And before we start, we take 5 deep breaths. So close your eyes, take a deep inhale, and fully exhale. Deep inhale through your nose, exhale, open the mouth. 3 more breaths in your own pace. And then gently open your eyes. So today we will focus on a healthy spine. In general, the spine can do 4 movements. We can do flexion or forward bending, extension or back bending, twisting and lateral stretch. We start with lateral stretching. Always remember, on the inhale we find length and on the exhale we deepen the pose. So inhale, lift the arms up, really straighten the arms. On the exhale, place the right hand on the mat, left arm over to the side. Inhale, come back to center, lengthen. On the exhale, to the other side. Inhale, back to center. On the exhale, again to the right, maybe a little bit further away. You could even try to lower the forearm down, but make sure that both sides of your buttocks, both sitting bones are grounded. On the inhale, straighten the arm a little bit more, and on the exhale, try to deepen this stretch. 1 more deep breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, same to the other side. Make sure that you not bring the shoulder forward, so you keep the shoulder in line to really lengthen the sides. And 1 more deep breath. Inhale, back to center, lengthen. On the exhale, lean forward, walk your hands forward, press the hands into the mat. Stay active and take 3 deep abdominal breaths. You can keep your neck and your face totally relaxed. But actively press the hands into the mat. 1 last breath. And slowly come back into a seated position. If it looks like this in the beginning, that's no problem. You will improve if you do this class more often. Now we're doing the twist. Place the right hand on the left knee, left hand behind the back. And sometimes I see my students twisting like this. But actually what we're trying to twist is the whole upper body. So the inhale, lengthen the spine, suck the belly in, and then start twisting from the abdomen, the chest, the shoulders, and then gaze over the shoulder. Stay there. On the inhale, lengthen the spine a little bit more. On the exhale, twist a little bit deeper. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release the pose. Same to the other side. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, suck the belly in, start twisting, abdomen, chest, shoulders, gaze over the shoulder. Inhale, find more length. Exhale, twist deeper. 1 more deep breath through your nose. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release. Alright, coming to a tabletop position. So spread your fingers, The hands are in shoulder distance, legs in hip distance, and the shoulders, elbows and wrists are in one line. We're doing cat and cow movement. So on the inhale, tilt the pelvis, lift the chest and look up. On your exhale, chin to your chest, round your spine, really straighten the arms. Deep inhale, creating this little back bend and actively opening the chest, looking up. On your exhale, imagine there's a hand between your shoulder blades you're trying to press away. Inhale, round your spine, lift the chest, tilting the pelvis. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale, open. And exhale, chin to your chest, straightening the arms. 2 or 3 more times in your own pace. Follow your own breathing, find your own rhythm. Keep the arms straight the whole time. And be aware that you're also creating this little bend in the thoracic spine here, not only in the lower back, in the lumbar spine, so also here lifting the chest to really get some spinal mobility. Alright, come back into a neutral position and then slowly find your way onto the belly. Maybe you want to do a chaturanga or just slowly laying down. Untuck your toes, really press the toes into the mat to engage the hamstrings. Place the hands beside your chest, the hands underneath your elbows, and on the inhale, lift your chest up. Into a low cobra, really press the toes into the mat, engaging the hamstrings, and try to really feel your lower back here. So the whole strength is coming from your lower back, not from your hands. You should be able to lift the hands and your chest is still in the same height. So a strong spine is also a healthy spine. We're staying here for 5, 4, maybe you could lift up a little bit higher. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Of course, you could do more repetitions, but one is better than no one, and sometimes in the morning we are in a hurry, so this could be your daily morning routine. Pushing yourself back into a child's pose, sitting on your heels, and then walk your hands forward. From here, walk your hands to the left. Your knees are still facing forward, and maybe you can place the right hand onto the left. Both arms are straight. 3 deep breaths into the abdomen. 1, 2, 3. Inhale back to center. On the exhale to the right side, placing the left hand onto the right, as far as possible to the side, stretching the side body for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to center, tuck your toes and lift your hips into a downward facing dog. Today without movement from side to side. So instead I want you to keep your knees bent, really press the hands into the mat and then lengthen the spine. So we totally forget about the hamstring stretch today in the downward facing dog and only focus on lengthening the spine. So you want to push your buttocks back and up to create one straight line from your head up to your buttocks. Straightening here and then take some deep breaths. Try to wrap your triceps back so you have this external rotation, getting more stability in your arms and also activating your shoulders, your upper back, and then stay there for 3 more deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. On the inhale, slowly step forward to the top of the mat. Bring the feet together, keep your knees bent and let your arms hang heavy to the side. Or you could also grab the opposite elbow to release any tension in your shoulders, in your neck. Also moving your head like you're saying yes or no. Take a deep inhale, hold your breath. On the exhale, open the mouth and relax your face. Release your arms to the sides, keep your knees bent, chin to your chest, and really slowly, mindfully roll up. Take your time. All right. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. 3 times to the front. And then we do 1 round of sun salutations, opening up the hip, a slight variation with a twist. So all twisting postures are really good to release tension in the lower back. You decide if your feet are together or slightly apart. On the inhale, lift the arms up. On the exhale, fold forward. With the next inhale, step the right foot back, make a big step and lower the right knee down. If you have problems with your knee or this is uncomfortable, you can always roll your mat or put a blanket underneath. Untuck your toes, make sure that the knee is over the ankle. On the inhale, lift your arms up. And on the exhale, place the right elbow on the outside of the knee, of the thigh. Left hand into the right. On the inhale, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, twist over the left shoulder. Only as far as it feels comfortable, so you should never feel pain in a yoga class, not in your knee, not in your spine or somewhere else. So really take care, always listen to your body. 1 more deep inhale. On the exhale, maybe you can twist a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Both hands on the mat. Step back. You could either go into a child's pose or you can do a vinyasa. So you do another low cobra, cobra, or maybe upward facing dog. And on the exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. With the next inhale, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down. Again, the option to roll the mat, untuck your toes. Make sure that the knee is not dropping to the inside, so the femur, the thigh bone, goes straight forward from the hip socket. Lift the arms up on the inhale. On the exhale, place the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Right hand into the left, namaste position. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, start twisting over the right shoulder. You can really press the elbow against the outer thigh. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center, both hands on the mat. Step back, sit on your heels, move your way to the side and straighten your legs to the front. So this was just a more beautiful way to sit down. You could also just sit down. And then come forward to the top of the mat. And actually, before we do this, we do a forward bend. As always, I'm not cutting my videos, so I make mistakes, but that's fine. So first we do a forward bend. If we do this forward bend Paschimottanasana, it's important that you're not rounding your spine too much. So not leaning forward like this. If you can hardly touch your toes, you can always use a strap. You use the strap to elongate your arms, so the arms and the belt are straight. And then you just lean forward to the moment you feel that you're rounding your spine. You could also use a towel or a t-shirt or something you can just hold on if you can't reach your toes. Really engage your quadriceps, the agonist to the antagonist. The hamstrings are a little bit more flexible. On the inhale, straighten the arms, and on the exhale, lean forward and try to catch your feet. On the inhale, straighten the spine, no matter if you're touching your feet or if you're using the strap. And on the exhale, bend your elbows to the side and pull yourself forward. Make sure that your back is still as straight as possible. Of course, if you bend forward, we're not 2 pieces of papers, that we're totally 2 lines. So it's normal that you're a little bit rounding your spine, but not like this. So really keep your shoulders relaxed, your face relaxed, and on the exhale you can deepen a little bit more. If you really have problems with leaning forward, touching your toes and rounding your spine. You could keep your knees slightly bent and then you lean forward like this, as we're focusing on the spine and not really on the hamstring stretch. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Last deep inhale. Maybe you can deepen on the exhale a little bit more. Inhale, slowly straighten the arms, straighten the back, and exhale, release. So after forward bending, there are many ways, or few ways to realign the spine. We will later do the twist, but for now let's engage the core. So lift your legs up. You can either use your hands to support, or maybe you want to straighten your arms. Last option is to straighten the legs as well. Holding here for about 5 minutes, so I hope you have scheduled enough time for this video. No, alright. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Now we're moving forward. Place the feet about hip distance apart. And then grab the opposite elbow underneath your inner thighs. And now you're allowed to really round your spine, so bring the chin to your chest, lean back, but keep the feet on the mat. So you should feel a wonderful sensation, a wonderful feeling in between your scapula, your shoulder blades. Actively lean back and take 3 deep breaths. Now we even hear Akuna snoring next to the camera. One last deep inhale. Fully exhale. Keep the position of your spine, but slowly straighten the arms to the front. Keep pressing your feet down, and then take your time, engage your core, and slowly roll back. Now we're doing the back bend. So place your heels directly underneath your knees, about hip distance apart. Sometimes I hear yoga teachers saying place the heels so you can touch your fingers, but what if I have really short arms? Then I couldn't touch my heels. So always remember the heels directly underneath the knees. Place the palms down. On the inhale, lift your hips up. You can shift your weight from side to side. So bring your weight onto your shoulder blades, and if you want, you can interlace your fingers and really press the hands into the mat. Stay here, lift the hips up to the ceiling as high as possible for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly open the hands and lower your hips down. Hug the knees to your chest, wrap your arms around, and another round to engage the core, to realign the spine. So on the inhale, lift your head and try to touch your forehead to your knees. Really squeeze your core, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Straighten the left leg. Open the arms to the left and to the right in shoulder level, palms facing up, and bring the right knee to your chest. Place the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, guide the knee to the left and gaze over the opposite shoulder. So we're here in the supine twist, really gentle twisting movement in your lower back. And even though your knee might not touch the ground, it's no problem. Just keep your arms and your shoulders relaxed. Gaze over the opposite shoulder and enjoy the time laying here. Also make sure that your spine is in one straight line with your buttocks. So if you're not in the center of the mat, shift your weight back. And then focus on your breathing. One last deep inhale. Fully exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee to your chest, open the arms to the left and to the right. Place the right hand on the outside of the left knee, on the left thigh, and on the exhale, guide the knee over to the right side and gaze over the left shoulder. Again, check your alignment, lower back and buttocks in one straight line, not like this, otherwise come back to center. And then totally relax your face, your jaw, your forehead. If you're doing this short asana practice in the morning, then maybe use the time, the last 3 deep breaths, to focus on one goal you have for the day, maybe to be especially happy, or to make someone a compliment, or really take care of yourself, going for a walk or doing another workout, eating healthy. One last deep inhale and fully exhale. Inhale back to center, hug both knees to your chest, wrap your arms around, and then slowly move from side to side, massaging your lower back. And then slowly open the feet to the corners of the mat, arms to the side, palms facing up. And we finish the class the same way we started, with 5 deep abdominal breaths. So take a deep inhale, feel the rising of the belly. On the exhale, open the mouth, release. Deep inhale. Fully exhale. 3 more breaths in your own pace. Feel free to stay a little bit longer in Shavasana. And as always, guys, thank you so much for practicing with me. I really hope this video helps you to deal with your lower back pain and your physical health in general. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel to support this project so more people can practice with me. I really hope to see you somewhere around in one of my trainings, retreats, or on festivals. Please also make sure to check out my Instagram for more inspiration. Take the healthy feeling, the positive mind and the positive attitude with you. Thank you so much. See you next time. Namaste.